Wow, I know we speak to the dead, but I didn't know they were already in the room. Hello? Right? All right, I love you guys. So I just want to welcome you. This is my home. I've been doing this for 11 years. This chapel has changed my life. The chapel's been around for over 40 years. Isn't that crazy? 40 years in South Florida. How many of you didn't know we even existed? I know. Isn't that crazy? You know why? Because advertising is expensive. I got to keep doing big events. But I want to tell you, this chapel and the teachings of the United Metaphysical Churches, of which I'm ordained, we have about, 15, 16 churches from Michigan all the way down to Florida. One of our sister churches is up in Lake Worth, Florida. Some of you know that one, the United Metaphysical Church of the Palm Beaches. We've been around teaching principles not only of mediumship and psychic unfoldment and spiritual healing, but we teach principles of truth, what we call higher truth. And higher truth comes directly from spirit. It doesn't come from man. It comes through man, through the mediums, the channels, the mystics, the seers, the oracles, all the prophets that are spoken of in the Bible, the Torah, the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita. Every religion in the world has prophets. Today we call those mediums. But those prophets have changed reality on the planet, and especially in this new season of the age of Aquarius, right? The planet is spiritualizing faster and faster. We're seeing more and more mediums on television, more healers on television. We're seeing channels on television, radio, Facebook, stages like this, and now in churches. But actually, this church is unique because we actually originated from a world religion called spiritualism, which is nearing almost 200 years old, about 175. And it all began because of these little raps. And actually, the religion of spiritualism celebrated its anniversary on March 31st. Back in 1848 is when it began. And it began with the Fox sisters in Hydesville, New York. How many of you know that? Amen. All right. Got some spiritualists in here. And so these two little girls in this little log cabin started hearing knocks and raps and scratches on the wall. It wasn't rats. It wasn't owls on the roof. But it was actually the spirit of a peddler who had been murdered and was buried in the basement. And the little girls proved that there was intelligence with the spirit that they communicated with, and so began spiritualism. And so it spread like wildfire around the world. And today we have churches, and we have spiritual centers, and we have temples all around the world because of those two little girls in upstate New York in 1848. That's amazing. And so today we can bring individuals like we have this evening, our star of the evening, who can demonstrate and prove to you through a scientific method that there is no death, there is only a continuity of life. That's incredible. And so this church changed my life and took away from me the fear of death. Because I know my mother, I shouldn't even say that, should I? Maybe I'll get a message. But I'm just saying, my relatives in the spirit can actually communicate through individuals like these and bring through messages of love, of guidance, answers to questions, inspiration, closure, healing, all kinds of things can come through individuals such as these. And so that's why this church means everything to me. That's why I'm the senior minister and why I pour myself into this community, because I want to be a center of light that has those doors open and these lights on for any of you seeking a place of healing, a place of community, a place of like-mindedness, a place of no judgment. Even our little pins that you have say, a church of no sin, no hell, and only love. Because that's exactly what this community is all about. I want you to know that. Right? Life is all about love. God is love. Now, I want to go ahead and push into this evening because we've already talked enough. If you guys want to see the star, right, that has entered the Milky Way galaxy this evening, I want to share with you this evening tonight's special guest. He is a world-renowned medium. He's a speaker, metaphysical speaker. He's an author, radio host, been on television, been in films. He's actually been on special shows with A&E's mediums, We See Dead People. Remember that? Did you guys see that one? That's good. And he's also got a pilot that he's had with the History Channel, and that was called Psychic History, if you remember that one as well, right? He's an author of the best-selling book, Bridging Two Realms. I believe many of you have this book this evening. This is a beautiful book because I just returned from a conference, an afterlife conference, which talks about grief, bereavement, and loss. And the beginning of that book is exactly that topic. That is a very important and very hot topic these days. So I hope you guys really grasp the information in the front of that book, because it will bring you really to a new level of understanding how to push beyond that fear of death and the fear of loss. We haven't lost anybody, because this person is going to bring through to you evidence and proof that they're all around us. Right? So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I want to introduce you to a truly professional world stage medium, Mr. John Holland.
Hey everyone. Hey everyone. People.